Listening as the heart of true welcome. Good morning, mga kapatid ko kay Kristo. Let me begin with a simple question. Have you ever felt exhausted from doing so much, yet still felt unnoticed? Parang si Martha sa Ebanghelyo ngayon. She was busy preparing, serving, doing everything to welcome Jesus. And her sister Mary, nakaupo lang, listening. And when Martha complained, Jesus didn't scold her. He said, "Martha, you are anxious and troubled about many things, but one thing is necessary." Hindi niya sinabing mali ang ginagawa ni Martha. He wasn't rejecting her service. He was reminding her and all of us that love begins with presence. Na ang tunay na pagtanggap ay nagsisimula sa pakikinig. My dear brothers and sisters, we live in a world that moves very fast. Laging may kailangang tapusin, laging may dapat gawin. But sometimes, we get so busy that we forget to be present. We forget to listen to God, to others, and even to ourselves. Martha's wound wasn't her work. It was her worry. She was doing good things, but missing the better part, being with Jesus. In the first reading, Abraham welcomes three strangers. He prepares food, offers rest, and listens to them. Hindi niya alam, ang Diyos pala ang kanyang kausap. In our responsorial psalm, we heard, "Who may dwell in the house of the Lord?" And the answer, those who live with truth, justice, and welcome. St. Paul, in the second reading, says something powerful. Christ in you, the hope of glory. Hindi lang kasama natin si Jesus, hindi siya nasa taas natin, nasa likod, o nasa baba. Nasa kalooban natin ang Panginoong Jesus. Saint Teresa of Avila describes the soul as a magnificent castle with Christ dwelling in its deepest room. Pero kailangan nating pumasok sa ating kalooban. We must be still. We must listen. Saint Benedict, remember Saint Benedict's cross? He is a monk, and in his rule for the monks, he started it with one word, the Latin word for listen, ausculta. Hindi magdasal, hindi magtrabaho, kundi makinig. Para yun sa mga monghe. At palagay ko, para din po yun sa atin. And one contemporary Catholic writer, Henry Nouwen, reminds us, we are not called to fix people, but to be with them. Minsan, hindi natin kailangang mag-advise. Minsan, kailangan lang nating may kasama tayong, may pinagdadaanan tayo, kailangan lang nating may kasama. Nakasama nating malulungkot, kasama nating magdadalamhati o sa ating pinagdadaanan. And St. John Chrysostom gives us a strong challenge. If you cannot find Christ in the beggar at the church door, you will not find Him in the Holy Eucharist. Mga kapatid, this Sunday's Eucharist whispers something deeper than ritual. Hindi lang tinapay ang pinipira-piraso. Kailangan din natin ng isang pusong handang makinig. Christ doesn't wait only at the altar. He waits in the silence. He waits in the tired soul. He waits in the one we overlook. So today, the gospel calls us not just to serve like Martha, but to sit like Mary, to welcome not just with our hands, but with our hearts. So what does this mean for us? Maybe it means putting down your phone and really listening to your spouse or child. Maybe it means sitting quietly in prayer, not asking for things, but letting God speak to us. Maybe it means seeing the tired neighbor, the quiet classmate in the class, the lonely parishioner, and being present. Listening is not weakness. It's love. It's welcome. It's healing. Sa panahon natin ngayon, kapag wala tayong ginagawa, minsan sinasabihan tayong walang kwenta. Hindi ka productive, wala kang silbi sa mundong ito. Pero pinapaalala sa atin ng Panginoon na ang pagpapanatili, pag-upo natin sa mga upuang yan, kapag tayo'y naririto sa loob ng simbahan, tinatawag tayong makinig sa katahimikan. Napakaingay ng mundo sa labas. Kailan kaya tayo matututong makinig sa Panginoon? I'm very happy when I see people before the Mass, they come early and sit and probably praying, in front of the altar. They are looking at our images, probably asking the Lord. And that's part of the prayer. Sometimes we forget to listen. Ano kaya ang gustong sabihin ng Panginoon sa atin? Hindi lang tayo ang nagsasalita sa pagdarasal, kundi tayo din ay nakikinig katulad ni Maria. So, my dear brothers and sisters, this Sunday, probably the Lord is inviting us to listen to Him, to listen to God, to ourselves, to our brothers and sisters inside our families. Minsan nalulungkot ako whenever they say, Father, ang bilis lumaki ng anak ko. Dati elementary lang siya, ngayon college na, mag-aasawa na. Sa isip-isip ko, where have you been when your child was growing? Nasaan ka nang siya'y lumalaki? Yes, gusto nating magbigay ng magandang buhay sa ating pamilya, magandang bahay, magandang eskwelahan, may pagkain sa lamesa. Pero kailan tayo nakinig sa storya ng ating mahal sa buhay? You know, lately, kami po mga rektor ng seminaryo, rektor po ako ng seminaryo, nag-aaral po kami ng clinical psychology sa Adamson. And we are becoming more aware of seminarians, mga kabataang gustong magpari, Kapag may konting pagsubok lang, gusto nang lumabas. Ayoko na magpari, ang hirap pala. And we found out that their childhood is not full of love. Walang mga magulang nag-akay sa kanila. Walang nanay na nakinig sa kanilang mga storya. Walang tatay na nakisama sa kanila, nakipaglaro sa kanila. Pero magaganda ang buhay nila, middle class families. My brothers and sisters, this is probably a wake-up call for all of us who have families and who are planning to have families. To have time with your children. And children, have time for your dad and mom. Kailan ka nagpasalamat kay nanay sa kanyang masarap na luto? Kailan ka nagpasalamat sa allowance na binibigay sa iyo? Mga nanay, mga tatay, kailan kayo huminto para makinig sa inyong mga anak, sa kanilang struggle sa school, sa kanilang mga barkada? And in the end of the day, may we also listen to ourselves. Because God, as St. Paul says in our second reading, is inside of us. He is waiting for us to listen to Him. So as we continue this Holy Eucharist, may this be a reminder that God is waiting for us, not to serve Him, but first to listen to Him. Because if we know what He is telling us, we can do His will in our everyday lives. Let us ask the Blessed Mother to help us, because the Blessed Mother is the first one who listened with her heart. Amen.